Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, I want to talk about Zanie because she will be coming to the global server in under 24 hours from right now. And based on the testing we did on the Pioneer server and her entire skill description we now have on the VN server, I think we're able to make a decision on where she would be useful and if you should be pulling her or not. Now, overall, I'm going to jump right to it. I believe that Zanie is a hero that would be very nice to have on your account for the majority of players. Now, I don't think as of right now Zanie is a must pull, but she's pretty close to that status, and I want to explain why. So Zanie, first of all, she will set down 2 turrets along with her in battle, which will both function as independent bodies, just like Fresto and his illusion function. So they can be receiving buffs from your teammates, they can be devoured by Harak, and also throughout the time they're just going to be dealing damage during the fight. So this makes Zanie very unique. For example, if you need that in any boss sort of situation, which sometimes you do need extra bodies on the field, you have that usage. On top of that, her damage output is actually very high. We saw it on the Pioneer server. Her damage is not as high as Shamir or something for Dream Realm, but it's getting kind of close to that. And so having such a hard-hitting damage dealer that has this niche, ability to have 2 turrets deployed along with you, I can definitely see circumstances where that will be useful for boss content, even if not right now, but maybe going forward in the future. On top of all of this, of course, when we talk about Ravage Realm, I'm almost certain that Zanie is going to be strong in Ravage Realm and probably in the top team because she is a hard-hitting damage dealer, and in Ravage Realm, you're going to be limited in how many heroes you can actually lock in, and so of course, she is going to be even more valuable in Ravage Realm as compared to Dream Realm. Now, for the boss lineups we have right now, I want to talk about bosses where I think she can potentially have usage. First of all, I want to talk about Necrodraken. Right now, you use Fresto as food for Harak to get the kill stacks, and that is basically Fresto's only role in the team. Fresto doesn't contribute that much damage on his own. If Zanie can just be better, basically Harak food, honestly, I feel like there could be a chance of even Zanie outperforming this Fresto Harak team. I'm not sure about it. Like, I think testing was not done on the Pioneer server with this, but this is just an idea. So this is one thing I'm going to be watching out for definitely when Zanie is out on the global server. On top of this, I think bosses, for example, where physical damages are good, like Lucia, I think Zanie potentially could have a usage here. And like, I think her turrets, I also need to see more testing of Zanie, and I think this will happen when we get her on global server, because I'm definitely going to recruit for her on my account. We'll see more about how her mechanics work. But for example, if her turrets are not controllable, like in this Lucia, I don't know exactly how is it going to work. Does she turn the turrets into a cat, or do the cats just completely avoid all basically transformations and can continuously deal damage? Those are things which honestly would make, Zanie, this is why I feel like Zanie is an interesting hero. And honestly, the fact that she has the 2 turrets which will function as bodies, I can definitely see circumstances where that can be useful for future content. Now, finally, we also have PvP. In PvP, I've been kind of surprised by how good Zanie can be in PvP, having the 2 turrets, which are tanky, difficult to take down, and really shred through enemies right from the beginning of the match. Is really quite strong for PvP. Now, of course, Zanie has her issues that if she gets focused, she can be killed quickly. She also begins with 15% reduced health, which is not even that big of a reduction. She's still going to be a little bit difficult to kill. And then her 2 turrets even will remain on the field after she is killed, so then they also have to be dealt with as well. But yeah, so for PvP, she does hit pretty hard. She can nuke down enemies one by one. I definitely think on offense, you will probably always be able to figure out a way to make her work. For defense, I saw from Zebo, he uploaded a video of basically a Kulu and Zanie combo, which honestly I thought was really good, because Kulu basically protects your team from those melee heroes only having that one rock that they can kill in the middle, and then that's perfect amount of like delaying, which allows Zanie to just shred through the enemy team. On top of that, Kulu applies explosive debuff onto the enemies, and Zanie is just able to shred them. So like the only way I've seen to actually counter that Kulu Zanie comp is you go for like a stall Igor type comp, Igor Thalia, just outstall the opponent and work everyone down slowly. But like that, other than that, I don't know exactly how you deal with a comp like that. So really overall, I've kind of been when I first saw Zanie, I just was not feeling like I wanted to even build her, let alone would she actually be meta or useful in areas. But after the testing on the Pioneer server and her final numbers on her skill descriptions, which are exactly the same, there hasn't been a nerf since the Pioneer server. She's exactly how she was there. I really think for PvP, she is an interesting damage dealer hero. Now, I don't think she is the best damage dealer PvP hero, of course not. But I think that she comes with a lot of damage and also has a lot of utility. But the fact that she has a true turret which can tank damage from the opponent as well. And I don't think those turrets are controllable, because I have not seen, for example, like an Iron be able to crowd control her turrets. I think they just remain locked into the position where they begin at. And so I just have the feeling that the turrets are not controllable. Yeah, these turrets are unaffected. So like that is basically the thing. Overall, I think Zanie is going to be a hero which in the end, of course, you can obviously wait, and always it is better for you to wait at least 5 days, a week, 10 days, and then make your decision later on. But I think if you have the resources, you're a player who likes to have like all the key heroes built up, whether it be for just even Ravage Realm. If you're a player like that, probably you can just build her right away. If you're more the free-to-play or light spender and you really have to make a difficult decision, maybe you don't have that many resources, then yes, definitely you should wait. Those should be the players who wait. But I just have a feeling that at the end of the day, like 10 days in, I'm probably going to... I just have a feeling that Zanie is going to be a recommended hero for people. Because I think also the fact that we're going to have Ravage Realm running alongside her banner is going to really probably incentivize people to build her, because it's very likely that she is going to be good for Ravage Realm. And just because she's a unique hero, very unique damage dealing hero, has a 2 turrets on the board, like I think if you don't have that on your account, it's just going to be something that maybe you will feel like regret for in the future by not having it. But of course, we have 21 days on a rate up banner. There's plenty of time. And another really important thing is after Zanie, we're going to get Ravion, and Ravion is also predicted to be a very strong hero, maybe a must pull as well. So that's something also you have to keep in mind. If you have, like, for example, 100,000 diamonds or more right now, then maybe you can consider Zanie. But like, let's say you only have 20 or 30,000 diamonds, probably is better for you to make a decision between Zanie or Ravion, because you probably can't get both. So that's kind of the important thing. But if you have over 100,000 diamonds right now, I think probably you would be able to get both Zanie and Ravion if needed. And so that could be then someone who could be thinking about getting Zanie sooner, rather than waiting right till the end of the banner. Her turrets also benefit from attack speed buffs. For example, if you have Velka next to both of her turrets, they're going to get the benefit of that effect. They benefit from attack buffs, whether it be from Daemon, whether it be from Pheromore, whatever. So they are... honestly, things which can just keep getting buffed. And like, for example, I think the only thing, I think like, for example, if you have other supporters who are good for Dream Realm in the future to further buff up her turrets, that's also a way that she could potentially have some usage. But basically right now, this season has just been very, very brutal, because when we look at the recap of the heroes which have come out this season, we've had a lot of meta heroes. For example, Valara, Daemon are basically must pull. After that, we had Pandora, which is also kind of must-pull status, up to Supreme Plus minimum. And then Theodore was really good for PvP and AFK stages. So, like, he wasn't must-pull, but he was really nice to have on your account. And now we have Zanie, who, right now, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I do not think she's a must-pull. Definitely right now, she hasn't done enough to prove herself as a must-pull. However, as of right now, my prediction is that she's a hero which most people would like to have on their account, but not necessarily must pull yet. However, that could change. If she is meta, even in one Dream Realm boss right now, I would probably then move her up to must pull. If it's only Ravage Realm and PvP, then that's like a circumstance that it's like, okay, it's a luxury hero, but not a necessity. But I'm just really interested in her Harak interactions, because if she is just like a better Harak food with more damage output compared to like a Fresto, honestly speaking, that could totally get Fresto kicked out of the meta. Like that, it really would be pretty bad for Fresto if that is the case. So we're gonna have to wait and see about that. And on top of that, she has a physical defense shred, which is also really useful. like as a debuff, even in boss comps. Like if you're having a 5-man team, you have a mainly physical team, you're going to be able to get an advantage of that. But overall, the weaknesses of Zanie, of course, are that she has no true damage, she has no HP loss damage in her kit. That is a major like kind of hindrance, because like all the meta damages for Dream Realm, they either have true damage or they have HP loss damage. I don't think there's any raw well, actually no, Sinbad is a raw damage dealer. He doesn't have true damage, but he has really useful debuffs. And so like Zanie has debuffs, but not up to that level of Sinbad. So yeah, generally speaking, you do need to kind of have either true or HP loss damage in order for you to be meta for Dream Realm. But I think honestly Zanie could be getting a little bit close even without having those mechanics. So overall, I think Zanie is a really good hero, really strong hero. And honestly, like if this wasn't such a packed season of strong heroes, and if maybe Ravion was not expected to be very good, then maybe I would even consider more people to pull Zanie. But for right now, because everyone's low on resources and Ravion is coming as well, that's why you have to be a bit more patient and wait out at least 10 days of Zanie and decide then should you pull her or not. But for me, I'm gonna be pulling her, of course, but I pulled most heroes, but I didn't pull I pulled Zandrok only like to legendary plus. I didn't go above that because Zandrok honestly right now is just such a skippable hero, not really useful for anything. Zanie is better than Zandrok in pretty much every way, and even Zanie is probably better than Pang in pretty much every way. So like if you had to make a choice among those two, Zanie and Zanie is better than Indris. In my opinion, those three are weaker than Zanie. However, the other ones we've had, Pandora, Damon, and Valara, as of right now are stronger or more important to have than Zanie. Zanie's like right in the middle. Maybe she could be pushed up into the top like tier if she has more meta usage. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about Zanie in the comment section down below. Are you planning to recruit her? Or are you going to wait and see? Also, how many diamonds do you have? Do you have enough for both Ravion and Zanie? That's a very important consideration as well. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That is gonna be it for this one. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.